The API Connector Query Slicer in CData Sync lets you replicate data from any API endpoint that requires a unique identifier to your preferred data stores. To begin, log into CData Sync and navigate to the Connections page. Note that we have already configured a connection to the OData v4 API and to our replication destination, in this case SQLite. Click on the API connection to add a new table. Navigate to the Tables tab. In this example, we'll connect with the detailed people endpoint of the OData v4 service, which requires a username to be entered as a part of the request URL. Click Add Table. Set the request command to get and the URL to the URL for our endpoint, using a bracketed placeholder for the unique identifier for the table. In the Table Details section, click the Configure Table button to navigate through the configuration wizard. We start by entering a placeholder value for the unique identifier and clicking Next. We'll see the API response to confirm our configuration. Click Next. Set the repeat element to a / since each response is unique, and click Next. Select the fields to use as columns and click Next to preview the tabular data. Name the table People Details and click Save. Now we can replicate our API data to our database. Navigate to the Jobs page and click on the job we previously configured to replicate our API data. In the job configuration, navigate to the Task panel and click Add Tasks. Select the People Details table and click Add Tasks. To ensure we are able to retrieve the details for all of the people objects, we create a custom SQL query for the replication, selecting the usernames from the people table and passing those values to the People Details table to use as the unique identifier. In the preview panel, we can see the data that will be replicated. Navigate back to the Tasks tab for the job and click Run to replicate the OData v4 data to SQLite. And that's everything you need to know to replicate data from an API endpoint that requires a unique identifier. To get started with CData Sync and download a free trial, visit cdata.com/sync. Thanks for watching, and as always, you can find more resources at cdata.com.